In 2004, my father warned me of something that to him was so terrifying that unable for him to give me the information, he literally took me into the ocean at Melkbosstrand, South Africa, and said that he wants to make sure that nobody could hear the conversation. And the information that he gave me was a warning. It was a warning to myself, and I believe I want to pass on that warning to the rest of the world. So whatever country you are in, wherever you live, I want you to see this as information, not as truth, not as fact, but information. And what he told me back then in 2004 on a warm evening by the beach at Melkbosstrand, he actually had us take off our shoes. We stood in the wash of the waves because he said there would be no way that anyone could pick up what he was saying to me. He held me by the shoulders and spoke into my ear. And what he told me is something that I didn't repeat for a very long time. A lot of what he said to me, I haven't repeated since. But what I want to warn you about now is the fact that he said that there's an organization of people that he met with in Geneva, Switzerland, or Geneva as he called it. And he met with them in 1984, a group of people that he believed runs the world, that is above governments, etc. Whether true or not is irrelevant. What he told me that was discussed at this meeting, and I have evidence for the fact that he was there, due to mail that he received there in in fact in December of 1983, and he told me this meeting was in January of 1984. He said that they discussed there that a virus would be released on the world, something similar to the cold virus, that would kill the sickly people, and that what will happen during this introduction of this virus in the world, and no dates were discussed, is that the entire world will be put under house arrest. He said this to me in Afrikaans, which is one of the languages in South Africa, and he called it huisarrest, house arrest. The entire world will be put under house arrest. And to him it was such a huge thing that he couldn't comprehend that it would be possible. But he was sure that these people that he had met there would do everything to make this happen in future, and that they had already designed the virus that would be able to do this work. And what he told me subsequently is the great and the gravest of warnings. He said that what would be done during these lockdowns worldwide, or these house arrests for people worldwide, is that people's resolve would be tested, governments would be tested, and that this organization would then be able to make decisions around how to implement something further. So after all these lockdowns happen, he said that there would be a period of 2 years, a lull, where after the lockdowns were completed, the people would get back to normal, forget about everything, and feel like they're on top of the world again, financially recover, etc. And once that has happened, the world would be ready, he said, for the release of a pathogen that will kill most of the world's population. And this is the warning I want to give you. Don't see this as truth. Don't see this as fact. See this purely as information and a warning. Because when COVID-19 happened, I realized that what he had told me, what I thought he said to me at the time that was absolutely crazy in my mind, actually took place. Not exactly as he said. It was meticulously as he said, especially in South Africa, where the rollout of what happened exactly as he said it would. That it would start in Cape Town, that it would spread via taxis to the Eastern Cape, that it would spread via the mine workers to Gauteng and from there to KwaZulu-Natal. This is exactly how it took place. So I don't want to labor into further details with regards to that. But what I do want to say is that I've always kept a lookout for anything cropping up, swine flu, bird flu, all of these things, wondering, is this what he spoke of? Because I didn't trust him necessarily, but each time that something popped up in the news, I took note. And when COVID-19, what was called COVID-19 came around, and they announced lockdowns, or they were talking about lockdowns, I realized, goodness, this could be it. But the moment I realized that this is exactly what he spoke of, is when things started rolling out in South Africa exactly as he said they would. Exactly. Meticulously. I was shocked. And I remember it was a specific video that I saw on WhatsApp that showed these taxis going to the Eastern Cape and government allowing them through even under level 5 lockdown restrictions, where they were not allowed to travel. They were allowed through to the Eastern Cape. Hundreds of taxis. And people were highlighting this in the Eastern Cape, showing that it was happening and raising concerns and double standards. So my warning to you is that this is a warning that was given to me in 2004, a long time ago. I was literally taken into the sea. I was standing with my shoes off. I was in long pants and a fancy shirt because we had a meeting just beforehand, and he decided to take me from that meeting place, walk me to the ocean and give me this information. What prompted him to do that, I have no idea. If you go to our YouTube channel, Des and Lauren, and you go to the Moments in Time and the Question Everything series of videos that are on playlists open to the public around the world to watch, you can go and watch the videos that tells the story. I just feel that I have to warn you now that we are in the 2-year lull right now. And he didn't say when after this 2-year lull anything will take place. Just take note and do with this information what you want. Just so that you know that all this information was given to the local intelligence authorities, anti-terrorism authorities, so they are aware. It was given to them. So I feel that I had done what is necessary to hand over this information. What they did with that information, I will probably never know. All I want you to be aware of is that I am very confident that there is a plan for future pathogens to be released that will greatly affect the human population, not just on the African continent, but around the entire world. I thank you.